Okay, here we are in Photoshop, and we're going to do some really basic stuff here. The first thing I want to show you is our layers panel here. And we have clip art, and we have clip art on uh, different layers. See, I can turn that clip art on and off by uh, clicking on the eye here. And when I think of Photoshop and how it relates to printing, is our background layer is the paper. So you can see here I added paper. And let's say, for instance, we had this layer above all of our clip art. All of our clip art is still there. It's just there's a sheet of paper laying on top of it. I'm going to bring that back down. And we also have some tools that we need to manipulate our clip art. And over here on the left, we have all of these tools. If you hover over top of them, it tells you what the tool is, and it gives you a shortcut key how to get there. So it makes it really quick to move around. So right now, I have this magic wand selected, but I want to go to the Move tool, and that would be V on the keyboard. So I can just quickly move to the Move tool just by shortcut keys. Okay, so now I want to move around my clip art and change the size of it. Right now I am selected on our paper background layer, but I want to move our camera, come over here, and I want to make our camera bigger. So we have these squares, and I can click and drag that square, make our clip art bigger. And then we also have lenses to go in there. So I'm going to click on a lens here. I'm going to place that lens in there. The lens is a little bit small, but you're welcome to design this how you want. If you wanted to have that white line around there, or you make this how you want to make it. You're also welcome to not even use this clip art and design your whole Toyo logo yourself. Just keep in mind that we need a very specific color. This Pantone 266 printed on uncoated paper. That's what the customer wants. So, and we want just a solid color. So I want this to fit within there, so I'm just going to click and drag that lens a little bit bigger. And I'm going to move this one down. Whoops. Grab this one. Place that in there. And we have another piece of clip art here. I'm just going to make sure that that's selected. And what I did was just make this bigger as a swirl going around the camera. And as you can see, our layers here, we have purple ink going over top of our camera. And I'd rather have that purple ink go behind the camera. So I'm going to simply come over here to our camera layer and click and drag that above our swirl. So now our swirl is going behind the camera. So here, if I turn off the paper layer, on our camera here, we have a knockout where our lenses are, but we don't have a knockout here. And in these areas, you can see that according to Photoshop, that's painted white or white ink. But we need to create a knockout so this purple ink we can't see it coming across these white areas. So I'll show you that here. I think this looks good as it is. So what we want to do now is create 2 different printing plates, and with the purple knockout. So I'm going to come down here to our swirl, select that, and there's many ways to do this in Photoshop. This is how I find it to be the easiest, is come up here to select, and I'm going to come to color range, and you can see I have a picker here, this color picker. So if I wanted to select all of the black in the image, I could select that, or I can select the purple. And you can see how it created a knockout where the camera is. And we're going to need this with this design. So I'm going to hit OK. You can see everything that's purple is now selected. And we're going to print this on Little Ricky, and we're going to screen print this. So we're going to do some expanding. So we have overlapping ink. And this is essential for screen printing. Screen printing does not register very well. Printing presses are very good at registration. Little Ricky is not the best at it, so we're going to set up this document for both. So as I have this selected, I'm going to expand the purple and come up here to Select, Modify, Expand. I'm going to expand it by 5 pixels. And so now we have a little bit of overlapping ink, which will help with registration. So I still have this selected, and what I want to do is create a new layer of this purple so we can make printing plates. So I'm going to go to Layer. I'm going to go to New, and I'm going to layer via copy or Command J. And so if you come over here to our layers panel, you can see that it created this new layer. So now we have 2 swirls. One of our swirls is that, as you can see here. And then the other swirl has the knockout. And this is what we need so this ink doesn't interfere and we can see underneath our camera. And it's also expanded to help with registration. We don't necessarily need this layer anymore, so I'm going to leave that turned off. But what we do have here on this layer is a hex code. So our hex code is related to our Pantone color. So Pantone 166 uncoded and this hex code match colors. So let's say, for instance, you were on a different computer and you needed to know what this purple was. I'm going to select that hex code, copy, Command C on a Mac, Control C, Control copy on a PC. I'm going to come over here to my color picker. I'm going to double click there, and I'm going to paste that hex code here. Command V as in Victor to paste, and you can see I have that purple that relates to our Pantone color, because we want our paper to be printed in this purple. We want our screen to be that purple. We want to print on t-shirts and have all of those colors match. Okay, so we've got our design created. We have color separations, and when I go to printing plates for Little Ricky, we're going to print our knockout. I go to File, Print, and on our VersaLinks laser printer uses toner, so this will print with toner, and that toner, when we put it on the Little Ricky printing press, that toner is going to act as the oil. It's going to repel the water that the foam roller puts down, and then ink will pick up in those areas. This is how offset lithography works. And then our other plate will be black. So we'll have this here printed on a different plate again, and that will be black toner, and that will match with black ink. So you're welcome to design this exactly how I did, or put your own creative twist on it. You can design your own logo as well. This is just to help you get started, but you can do it exactly like this. But when you go to save this, go to File, go to Save As, Toyo Logo, keep it named that, and just put your name in front of that. Mark Toyo Logo. I'm going to save this to my desktop. I'm going to save it as a Photoshop file. Hit save. And sorry, my desktop is very messy. I have that file saved here. And this is what I want you to submit to Canvas. And then we will print this next week. All right, thanks for watching.